country that is shamed globally on almost every international platform for being a safe haven for terrorists, for a country that is grappling under massive investment crisis, for a country whose army is getting it left, right and center near the Durand line, and for a country whose political leadership is nothing but an embarrassment and a cricket team a gigantic failure. And for that, when it comes to a country to spread propaganda, and that too against India, and that too on the Kashmir issue, is like digging its own grave. A Pakistani journalist tried acting smart with External Affairs Minister of India, Dr. S. Jaishankar, in London at the Chatham House. Now, he started questioning him by saying that, let me ask you on the issue of Kashmir. He went on to ramble the same templated ISI script on Kashmiris being up in arms against India, after which he asked for our External Affairs Minister if Prime Minister Modi will use his friendship with US President Donald Trump to solve the Kashmir issue. And that was it. It was S. Jaishankar who not only slow-roasted the Pakistani journalist with panache, but also threw facts about Kashmir's progress and development. The stark contrast that can be seen in Indian part of Kashmir and the part that is illegally occupied by Pakistan. The upliftment, the economic success, and of course when it comes to the tourism boost. But also talk about him as far as Dr. S. Jaishankar, giving him a lesson in clear words that the Kashmir issue will be solved once Pakistan vacates its illegal occupation and returns the stolen part of Kashmir. This is the takedown, possibly the best thing that you will watch and hear directly coming in from India's External Affairs Minister, Dr. S. Jaishankar.
My name is Nisar. I am an author and a journalist. Let me make you a little nervous, Your Excellency. Thank you very much for your dissertation. Yeah. Kashmiris are up in arms because India is occupying Kashmir illegally. That's the reason why they are protesting. Now, given Mr. Trump's zeal for striking peace and peace deal, can Narendra Modi use his friendship with Donald Trump to solve out the problem of Kashmir? There are 1 million soldiers stationed in Kashmir to control 7 million Kashmiris. So what are you going to do about the Kashmir problem? Okay, you haven't spoken about it.
On Kashmir, actually we have done, I think, a good job solving most of it. I think removing Article 370 was step number one. Then restoring growth and economic activity and social justice in Kashmir was step number 2. Holding elections, which were done with a very high turnout, was step number 3. I think the part we are waiting for is the return of the stolen part of Kashmir, which is on the under illegal Pakistani occupation. When that's done, I assure you, Kashmir solved.
Well, that was a bouncer on part of Dr. S. Jaishankar. Imagine the Pakistani journalist wanting to make him nervous. Let's replay exactly the assertion for you once again, because the Modi government, through the External Affairs Minister, is sending out a clear message to Pakistan, showing them the mirror, aina dikhate hue, not just to Pakistan, but even the ISI and its lackeys, that the only way the Kashmir issue will be solved is when the illegal occupation of Pakistan ends and it gets out of Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. And this is a clear-cut sign of the big things to come in Modi 3.0 tenure.
I think the part we are waiting for is the return of the stolen part of Kashmir, which is on the under illegal Pakistani occupation. When that's done, I assure you, Kashmir solved. The return of the stolen part of Kashmir, which is on the under illegal Pakistani occupation. The return of the stolen part of Kashmir, which is on the under illegal Pakistani occupation.
Now, the Indian government stand on POK has long been standing very clear. be it the Union Home Minister's "Jaan bhi de denge" assertion on the floor of the House during a debate on Article 370, to Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh's POK Hamara Hai pledge, or even UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath saying that POK integration will be complete in Prime Minister's third term. The commitment towards POK is one of the topmost priorities of the Modi government. And is this why the Pakistani establishment is quaking in its boots?
कि जम्मू एंड कश्मीर के पीएको को आप भारत का हिस्सा नहीं मानते हो क्या? एग्रेसिव ना हो, जान दे देंगे इसके लिए। क्या बात कर रहे हो आप? एग्रेसिव होने की क्या बात कर रहे हो? जान दे देंगे इसके लिए। मैं ये बात रिकॉर्ड पर रखना चाहता हूं कि जब मैं सदन में जब जम्मू एंड कश्मीर राज्य बोला हूं, तब पाक ऑक्यूपाइड कश्मीर और अक्साई चीन दोनों इसका हिस्सा है, ये बात को
बहनों, पीओके हमारा था, पीओके हमारा है, पीओके हमारा रहेगा। आप चिंता मत करो, भारत की ताकत बढ़ रही है। भारत का डेवलपमेंट जितनी तेजी के साथ हो रहा है,
आप देखना चुनाव के बाद मोदी जी को तीसरी बार प्रधानमंत्री बनने दीजिए। अगले 6 महीने के अंदर आप देखेंगे कि पाक अधिकृत कश्मीर भी भारत का हिस्सा हुआ।
अरे राहुल बाबा, डरना है तो डरो, हम तो भाजपा वाले हैं, भाजपा वाले हैं। मैं आज बताकर जाता हूं, नरेंद्र मोदी हमारे नेता है। पाक ऑक्यूपाइड कश्मीर भारत का था, है और रहेगा।
Now let's give Pakistan and its failed army a reality check from the people of POK itself. Over the last many months, people of POK have been revolting against the Pakistan army openly and making appeals to the Modi government in India to take action and liberate them and join them together. Azadi slogans that have been echoing across Pakistan-occupied Kashmir as a willful blind eye is now being turned by the Pakistani establishment.
ये पुलिस इंतजामिया ने हमारा घर सील कर दिया है, या हमें फिल फॉर हमारा घर खोलें और रिकॉर्ड की दुरुस्ती करें, अदरवाइज हमें हिंदुस्तान इंडिया से मदद करते हैं। हम मोदी से मदद तलब कर रहे हैं कि आओ और इनको सीधा करो, ये रकबे तुम्हारे हैं मोदी, ये सिखों के गैर मुस्लिमों के रकबे हैं, किसी के बाप के नहीं है, किसी की मां को जहेज में नहीं मिले हुए, ठीक है, ना पुलिस के ना किसी और के, गैर मुस्लिमों के रकबे हैं, गैर मुस्लिम आए। हम अपील करते हैं हिंदुस्तानी गवर्नमेंट से कि खुदारा नरेंद्र मोदी आओ और इस जुल्म से यहाँ निजात दिलाओ लोगों को। ये पुलिस इंतजामिया ने हमारा घर सील कर दिया है, या हमें फिल फॉर हमारा घर खोलें और रिकॉर्ड की दुरुस्ती करें, अदरवाइज हमें हिंदुस्तान इंडिया से मदद करते हैं। हम मोदी से मदद तलब कर रहे हैं कि आओ और इनको सीधा करो, ये रकबे तुम्हारे हैं मोदी, ये सिखों के गैर मुस्लिमों के रकबे हैं, किसी के बाप के नहीं है, किसी की मां को जहेज में नहीं मिले हुए, ठीक है, ना पुलिस के ना किसी और के, गैर मुस्लिमों के रकबे हैं, गैर मुस्लिम आए। हम अपील करते हैं हिंदुस्तानी गवर्नमेंट से कि खुदारा नरेंद्र मोदी आओ और इस जुल्म से यहाँ निजात दिलाओ लोगों को।
And if there's anyone getting jittery and nervous, it is actually the Pakistani Prime Minister. Don't believe us? Let's take a look at this recent meltdown, where he has once again made him an object of global ridicule.
कि मैं तोड़ो एक वादा कर चले कि पाकिस्तान असी इंशाअल्लाह उस रब नूं मंजूर, रब सोने नूं मंजूर है, उस रब सोने नूं मंजूर होया तो इंशाअल्लाह मेहनत करांगे, रात दिन मेहनत करांगे, तो एक दिन आएगा कि हिंदुस्तान नूं पिछड़े छोटे ते मेरा नाम शहबाज शरीफ नहीं है।
Well, this dream will remain a dream, isn't it, Pradeep and Yavar, who are connected with us right now? Because, Pradeep, even the very idea of getting near to India is something which is far-fetched and on being ridiculed on several platforms, even on global stage as well. But Pakistan hai jo manta nahi hai. If Pakistan gives up and vacates the illegal occupation, the Kashmir issue once and for all will be resolved.
What kind of conclusion does the commission actually reach? Rightly said. In fact, that's what actually the S. Jaishankar, Indian External Affairs Minister, told the journalists, because already Pakistan being demolished and decimated on the cricketing field. This time they've tried to ball a Yorker at behest of inter-service intelligence, but they didn't realize the batsman is S. Jaishankar, and he made that Yorker full toss and he hit it over the head of the bowler for 6. He said that the 4 points. One is that already Article 370 has been abrogated, because Article 370 was like a stone wall that was preventing proper integration of Kashmir with rest of India. Second, he said that economic growth, and already we have seen that people have shunned terrorism. It's all about tourism here, and that has given flip to the economy. Third, he said that there had been election when people in large number, people of Kashmir Valley, they rejected separatism. They showed their faith in Indian democracy. They came out in large number and voted. And he said the fourth thing that's permanently going to resolve issues is if Pakistan is going to vacate Pakistan occupied Jammu and Kashmir. This has been Indian stand in 1994 already. A resolution in this regard has been passed in Indian Parliament when Indian Parliament said that POJK is part of India. And now people in Pakistan, I think the slogans which we heard there on the screen, Humko Chahiye Azadi, those Azadi slogans were not on Indian side of Jammu and Kashmir. These Azadi slogans were resounding and reverberating on Pakistan's side. That means people of Pakistan occupied Jammu and Kashmir. They want Azadi, and that's why they often ask Prime Minister Narendra Modi to take certain steps so that they are able to free themselves from the shackles and clutches of persecution and subjugation.
Pakistan and its establishment must watch, especially when it comes to the cries and the protests that are being raised by the people of illegal occupation of Pakistan in Kashmir. Let's get in a word from Yavar as well. Yavar, in the last 6 years, let's talk about the stark differences where Kashmir, under the Indian government's development that has been seen, and of course the remaining part of illegal occupation of Kashmir, which has been left out of this development progress because of illegal occupation of Pakistan. Yavar?
Well, exactly, Amita. Let's go step by step. First of all, I will straightly take you to the person who have visited Kashmir over last 40 decades back. Let's have a first sense of security prevail that has erupted. So you have visited Kashmir 40 years back. What change you have witnessed that time and this time?
It was improved a lot, and the security wise it's fine, super fine now. When we came 40 years back means on that time we are fear to go around here. That's all.
सर आप भी 35-37 साल पहले यहाँ आए थे, उस वक्त एक सिक्योरिटी सिचुएशन थी, आज कैसा लग रहा है यहाँ?
आज पहले से अभी बेटर है, बीच में थोड़ा खराब हुआ, अभी बेटर है. अभी तो कल शाम को आया, रात को 8 साढ़े 8 बजे.
So how do you see the security situation here, the development here?
It is very perfect now, rather than olden days. It is very good protection they are providing for the visitors also, for the pilgrims also.
So Amita, this was a first-hand security situation. This was the sense of security to the people visiting here. In fact, they are the one who have visited Kashmir way back in 80s. The security that time and security this time is quite different. We have some more people joining us. Let's have a word with them. Ma'am, आप भी कश्मीर यहाँ आई है. कश्मीर में sense of security कैसी आपको लगी?
बहुत अच्छा है.
आप कश्मीर इससे पहले भी आई हुई है, तो उस वक्त कैसी सिक्योरिटी सिचुएशन थी, हालात है, और आज के हालात में कैसा सुधार देखने?
आज तो थोड़ा सिक्योरिटी अच्छा है, बहुत अच्छा है.
तो मैम आपसे भी जानना चाहेंगे, सिक्योरिटी के हिसाब से, डेवलपमेंट के हिसाब से, सोशल जस्टिस के हिसाब से कश्मीर आपको कैसा लगा?
आई एम फर्स्ट टाइम विजिटिंग हियर. I don't know.
How do you see the security situation here?
Security is very perfect.
So the security is perfect, the development is perfect, and these are the people mostly who visited here way back in 80s, way back in 90s, and that time the security was deteriorated. Today the security has improved a lot. That's what these tourists are themselves acknowledging on the ground. And in fact, a lot of the political development has taken place in Kashmir.
Speaking about the situation in Kashmir and the steps that has been taken by the Indian government, such as removing Article 370, restoring growth and economic activity and social justice in Kashmir, as well as holding elections which were successfully conducted in the Union Territory with a large voter turnout that was recorded. Pradeep and Yawar, thank you very much for joining in. With that, we head into a short break.